All right, so thanks for joining me. I'm not going to edit any of this video, so everything you're listening to is just me kind of forecasting what I think is going to happen next week in the Forex market. Um, this week was actually a really good trading week. I mean, I didn't make all that much, but the trades I took were just perfectly timed. So I'm up 1.87% this week. And when I got home from work, there was a trade that I wanted to take. But you know what? I had a good week. I'm just going to wait till next week and kind of start the whole process over again. There was a trade at work, and I told myself I wasn't going to take trades at work unless I already had it pre-planned and I was sitting at my computer and I was waiting on a certain level to be hit. But it was so hard not to take this trade because in the British pound, I love when price comes down to these levels here. So you got to clear higher low, clear higher low. And so let's see, what was it about? No, there's no way. Oh yeah, I guess it was. So as soon as I got to work, it was probably about 6 a.m. So I was sitting in my car waiting for a couple people to get there, and I see this. Now I didn't plan this out because if I did, I would have already had, a little box right here. But right before I left work, I kind of looked at it and I was like, I seen price coming way down here, and I seen price had turned around at these levels previously, and I was like, you know what, that'd probably be a good trade. But I didn't take it because I didn't want to go against my plan, and sure enough, it worked out, and it worked out great for 60 pip move I could have had, but I didn't take. And it is what it is. But next week, I just wanted to go over a couple of pairs that I think are going to have some pretty decent moves. So this one right here would be kind of like my mean reversion trading style. So if I go on the 4 hour, kind of look, and as you can see, we are making higher lows, higher highs. And this is CAD Swiss. So this is what I love seeing on a 1 hour chart, a very clear W pattern. So what I would be waiting for on this one would be like a 60% retracement, maybe around this area here, maybe in the 60 to 79 area. And depending how price reacts when it gets down to this level, what I would like to see would be, a candle like this where it spikes down and then it has a clear area where all the volume is trapped. Now, what I don't like about this is these equal lows right here, but it wouldn't be enough for me not to take the trade if I had a big spike candle forming down here in this green box. So I'll be looking at that. Target will probably be up here at these highs here. I like basing my targets on the point of control because I know price always reverts back to the most traded area. So my target would be right around in this area somewhere. And you know what? I'll go ahead and just bring it down there. All right, so that's one trade. Pound Swiss. Now this one's going to take a little while to develop, I'm assuming, but you can see a very clear pattern that repeats itself over and over and over in this pair. And the only way I'm going to take this trade, I'm only going to go long. I'm not going to take this one short. So I'll be waiting for price to come down here to these levels. Hopefully not take out this low. Like I said, hopefully when it comes down, I'll get a big strong spike candle to the downside, and then I'll enter a trade long, and I'll put my stop right below this low here. So the stop is very minimal, and the price target would be 65 pips, which would be to these highs. CAD yen. So we aren't in a clear downtrend right here, but we're actually, when you look at the big picture, we're in an uptrend. But price up here, so we got a higher high there. So when price came back up, it never took out this high, and I'm really kind of skeptical about taking this one, to be honest, because we really are still in an uptrend. I think there is a possibility that we could see price come back up here and then fall. I don't know. It just depends. If price can come down and then come back up and not take out this high here, then I think it'll be a good for a short, possibly to these lows. Euro CAD. And the reason I'm looking long on this is because of this right here. This is a perfect. So when price does stuff like this, it drops all the way down and comes all the way right back up. You know that is probably a reversal. So even though we have an M forming there, and this move could potentially be over already, which it probably is, but I would be looking, if price can come back down here and give me a W and give me a candle like this down to the downside and close above this wick, then I'll probably look to go long, and my objective will be well, honestly, it won't be that big of an objective, but I do think that we could definitely come out and come up and take out these highs there. So if price comes back down and I enter there, my stop will So I don't usually like taking trades where the risk is that big, but it just really depends where my stop is of how price reacts when it gets down here. So if price comes down and it doesn't take out this low right here, and we get it when we get a bullish candle up, I'm going to put the stop right below here. And I usually go, so if the spread was like 2 pips wide, then I will go 2 pips under this candle plus a couple more, just so the spread doesn't take me out. Alright, so that's another candidate. I really like this one, EJ. In an uptrend, so basically all I'm going to be doing is looking for price to come down to these levels. As you can see right here, this is a clear point where people are stuck short. So I want to put my stop there, because if I'm correct in the position, I don't think they're going to come down and release this trap volume. So it's a stop of 28, and then I would be looking to take out these highs of 82 pips. USD CAD. Now we gotta scroll out onto the bigger time frame on this, but lower lows, you can see lower lows all day long. 4 hour, still we got lower lows, lower highs. And we have a perfect M. So I pretty much already have it set out here. I'll be looking to get in the trade right around this area, right about the 60, 79 fib level, and then look to take it down to